Back on the first floor, second bedroom, the ceiling needs to be insulated and boarded out, and as I've got most of the material to do that, that's what I'm going to make a start on next. Also, this room could then be used as a guest bedroom for people who might want to come and stay. And as we've got some people that said they're going to come and see us over Christmas, which is in 6 weeks' time, thought we ought to get a fairly decent room for them to sleep in. As you can see, I fitted a batten along the edge of the room. This is because when the house was built, they put the ceilings up and then built the internal walls. And this one, unfortunately, covers up the joist that I will need to fix the plasterboard to. It's the same on the other side, but that's because I've already insulated out the wall and took 2 inches or 50mm of wall, so there was nowhere to screw the boards onto that side. So my first job is going to be cutting up the insulation. Again, I'm going to be putting 200mm thick insulation in. Unfortunately, this roll burst out of its covering and it's been a bit awkward to manoeuvre around, so that's going to be chopped up and put up first. And then what I'm going to do is I've got another 4.5 rolls there. I'll cut those up into 300mm width pieces and shove them up between the joists. What I'm going to do now is cut this roll of insulation to fit between the rafters. The rafters are about 11 inches apart. This roll is 4 foot wide, so if I cut it into 3 bits, each bit will be about 1 foot, and it's a lot easier to cut when it's wrapped up in plastic than it is when it's all unrolled. So this is how I do it. As you can see, I have marked where I'm going to cut. Just using an ordinary saw. And then we have it in half, almost. And then I just chop again, cut each one of these. Now we have nice rafter sized chunks. Okay, so I'm now over halfway across this room putting the new ceiling up. I have insulated the rest of it. I'll talk about those bits of tape in a second. And I have chiselled away some of the plaster in the corner here and set some wooden battens in, ready to accept the plasterboard screws on there. This is the bottom of the hearth in the room above. It's solid brick, stone, concrete, cement, plaster. It's so that the fire didn't set fire to the house in the room above, but it stuck down past the joists in this room, so I needed to take it off. I did the same in the kitchen. I've got the same to do in the living room. Yeah, so I've got another one of these to do at least, but I'm getting the hang of it now. I've run out of plasterboard. The only bit I've got left is this one, which I spilt a tin of paint on, so I'm not going to use that. I guess for the sake of another €5, I'll just get another board. The tape up here is because these two rafters are slightly further apart than the rest, and the insulation doesn't hold itself in. It fits, there's no gap each side, but there's no extra width on the piece of insulation to actually hold it up there. So once the boards are up, that will hold it in place anyway. So yeah, this room's coming on. I should get some more plasterboard tomorrow and we'll have the rest of the ceiling boarded up. So that's the ceiling all plasterboarded out. Now to tape and fill all the joints. And here we are now, so later the ceiling has been taped over and filled. This is the first coat, obviously it's got another couple to go, but already this has made a big difference to the room. And I think I need to find some coving to go in this room before we can decorate it. So, online search about to commence. I'm here in this main salon. There's changes that have happened in here that have gradually happened, so I haven't documented them, but I'll show you one of the two things. Obviously we've still got 1 or 2 boxes of things that we haven't unpacked. Most of this is kitchen stuff, so until the kitchen's finished that's where it's staying. One thing that we have bought this week is this big rug. It's a Turkish wool rug. It's second hand, although it doesn't look it, and although the floor in the salon is really nice tiles, it's also very cold on the feet in winter. So we bought this nice big rug to cover the main open part of the floor. We have spent some time on the window area. The paint was flaking and very dirty around this area, so we give it a quick scrape and a couple of coats of white paint. I still haven't filled the holes in at the top here where the wiring goes through. That's because I'm planning on changing this wiring slightly. It will be buried in the walls and there will be extra points going in, so I'll just get away from the sun, so there's no point filling those in just yet. And we have put some nice curtains up on a curtain rail to make it warmer in the evenings, because obviously the big window does make it quite chilly in here at night.